you voted for Regigigas fusions. We're back. It's a new week. It's a new episode. I still don't know how to start these things off, so make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And why are you swiping away? I just started the video. Okay, whatever. Editor, bring that person back here. I actually like this a lot. It ruins the immersion that it looks like it's winking a little bit, because Spiritomb would never do that. But I like that his head looks smashed in. And in any other context of saying that sentence, I would be taken to jail immediately. Like, what is that on his feet, dude? What are those? I think it's the perfect mix of, like, creepy, yet true to itself. Does that make any sense? I feel like I would see him wandering the halls of a haunted mansion. Let's see the reverse. I know I shouldn't, but I'm digging this one. They kept the moss on the rock, which I like. It still has a creepy eye, but it's different than before. And the orbs are different colors. My only issue with it is that it kind of looks like a fried egg. I'm not gonna say what else it looks like. Use your imagination. And don't say anything about it in the comments, please. That was off top, and then I just read the comments to see what you guys were reacting to, and Shiny said egg. Now it's gonna look like I'm yoinking your joke. You gotta be yoking me. Keep that in. I'm always curious to see how these fusions are going to incorporate the eye on Jirachi's stomach. Now, Regigigas has a number of eyes, so I would love to see where this is going. Oh, I love this. He's like a metrosexual wizard. He looks like if Daft Punk got really into fashion. What is that stone he's holding? Chat's saying he has a galaxy egg. Don't just say that like it's a normal thing. I'm 27 years old. What the f is a galaxy egg? Don't say kidney stone. It's the crystal Jirachi was in? Can someone fact check this? Am I being fed misinformation on the internet? No, nobody would ever lie on the internet. Let's see the reverse. Oh, I don't like it at all. He has arms coming out of his ears. Also, he's balding. He's got the bald guy haircut where you can only grow hair on the size of your head. It's gonna be me in 7 years. Would you guys still watch me if I started a bald? More often than not, Mawile fusions are incredibly cursed. Would you guys like to see a Mawile episode? Should I start including it in the polls? Never mind, I will never include a Mawile fusion in the poll, ever! Not after this! That's entirely too many teeth! 1, 2, 3, 4... 33 teeth, and they are all pearly white. Who is this fusion's dentist? Is he on an all Colgate diet? Unrelated, but Mewtwo thick AF. Mods? He's right, but do something about it.
Still playing the clarinet, eh, Squiddy?
I hope this has something to do with Squidward, just because it's fresh on my brain. That is way cooler than anything involving Squidward could ever be. Giant fishbowl with a Tommy gun for one hand and a Remoraid cannon for the other. Are you me? Hand washing emojis in chat. Wash those hands, this is too clean. That Remoraid is pissed too. He's ready to commit some war crimes. He's on his Obama I mean, this Octillery is simply about that action. I'm a little afraid of what they're gonna do to this one. I feel like it's gonna be really sticky, whatever it is. It's gonna involve some honey, probably around the feet. Maybe the honey will be stuck to the floor of its feet. You know, this one's pretty unique, but I still don't like it. It makes my skin itch. Jerry Seinfeld comes to mind. So, you like jazz? It almost looks like Electivire with the way the stripes are set up. I think this fusion could be way better if they got the texture of the honeycomb right. It just looks flat. Does that make sense? Like, if they workshop the perspective of the honeycomb texture, I think this fusion could be improved tenfold. Looking at this fusion makes me want a bowl of Cheerios. Put a 1 in chat if you would beat his ass.
Huh?
Beat his ass. It seems the chat is sharing my disdain for bees. I hope this fusion has the body of Executor, and each one of his coconut heads is a different Reggie head, like Regice, Regirock, Registeel. I think that would make it for me. I am the GOAT of predicting these fusions, man. This one is a mess of all of the Reggies. Now, this concerns me, though, because how many of these fusions that we're going to look at today are just going to be all the Reggies slapped together? You know what I mean? I hope they give Regigigas bone armor for this one. Maybe like a bone mace would go incredibly hard. Some steel boots instead of the moss Jordan 2s that he's got on. That is a Wendigo, first and foremost. It looks like somebody pissed off Chopper from One Piece. He's kind of stanced up, though. Like, he means business.
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
I hope my mic picked that up. Yeah, he looks like he's telling his mom he missed the bus. I never know what to expect when it comes to Kling Clang fusions. This is gonna just be a steam engine for all I know. This looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is Registeel if he hit the gym. Let's take a look at the reverse. I think I love this sprite though. It tickles my brain in just the right way. Like, I know it's gonna be sharp, but I wanna hold it in my hand and like fiddle with it. Like a fidget toy. Have you ever been around thorns and you know that they're sharp and you know that they're gonna prick you? I wanna do that with this fusion. I think this takes the best of both worlds from both Pokemon. It uses Regigigas colors really well. I love the alternating red, blue, gray eyes with the gold spikes and the moss. The moss is such a great touch. But the mechanical gear cling-clang aspect is just so tight. A+ from me. Once again, we find ourselves in a conundrum. Golbat, primarily mouth. Regigigas, no mouth at all. Horrors await, I'm sure. I love it. I love it. He looks like his footsteps are wet when he walks. I'm gonna do my best impression of this Pokemon. Ready? How's that? Or no, hold on. Let me face this way. Let me face in that. Peyton, put my face over that fusion. Has anybody seen A Land Before Time? Is that a boomer reference? Because that show was kind of on its way out when I was young. I feel like it's just gonna be a Land Before Time reference. Oh, it kind of is. Now, I'm gonna say a series of words, and none of you are allowed to get mad at me when I do. Alien dinosaur with an infinity gauntlet. I really want to ride on it. I do. The moss looks cozy. I feel like my butt wouldn't get tired after a while. Also, he looks kind of friendly. I don't know what it is. Let's see the reverse. I really like this fusion, but I feel like it's doing too much. I like that they made the claws a little bit pointier. That's a nice touch. I don't like the shoulder blade wings, or I feel like they could have been done a little bit better. Maybe if they just got rid of the top one and it was just coming out the back, maybe? I don't know what it is. Something about this is rubbing me the wrong way. I don't know why, but the idea of Regigigas being decked out in trans pride colors and ribbons everywhere brings me so much joy. This one's gonna be a banger, I can tell. You know, I don't like it. I don't. It doesn't need 2 ribbons. It looks like the smaller ribbon is just censoring its little peepee. I don't think it's the feet that bother me. I think it's the arm on the right that bothers me, because it looks like something straight out of Adventure Time, and I don't know how to explain myself. Also, extremely detailed kneecaps for no reason. Hopefully the reverse is better. It's not better. Under no circumstance do the arms need to be ribbons. And under the same circumstances, the ribbons don't need to be eyes. So the bow on its ear has a red eye. The bow on its neck has a blue eye. Where's the gray eye? I think I know where it is, and I don't want to say it. Show me a molten lava Regigigas with like rock shell armor that Macargo has. That's tight! It's like a volcano demon! This is everything I wanted and more. It's even got like volcano smoke where the moss goes. Everything about this fusion is perfect. It's cool, it's complicated, it's well designed, and it's well executed. You guys begged me for a Gardevoir episode, and then I put Gardevoir in the poll, and you guys didn't vote for Gardevoir. But you keep requesting Gardevoir for fusions. Make up your mind. It would require all of the Avengers and 75 bodybuilders to pull me away from this fusion. Jokes aside, I really love this. The chest area having the 3 eyes and the gold horn coming out of the chest is so cool. And the dress is amazing. I love that they took the design from Regigigas' arms and they just made it the pattern of the dress. I hope this fusion is like 9'7" and willing to beat the shit out of me. These two are both kind of stanced up in the same way. Also, Magnezone has 3 eyes, so I wonder if they're going to incorporate Regigigas' eyes with that. Way too many eyes. I don't like anything about this. This fusion had the potential to be so cool, and this artist said, nope, I'm just gonna put eyeballs on everything and turn it into a monster. Eye doctors hate him. Click here to find out why. This is the sleep paralysis demon of an optometrist. Let's see the reverse. This is way cooler, even though he has broccoli on his shoulders. Actually, I really like it. Both shoulder arm things look like 2 little aliens of its own stuck to the side of it, and then the middle one is itself an alien. This one works really well, actually. I love it. And its name is Regizone? I mean, this is amazing. Why does it have the same haircut as Bernie Sanders? For those of you unaware, Electivire is my favorite Pokemon ever. He's just a walking power plant. Endlessly cool. So if you ever come to my stream and request Electivire, odds are I will probably skip you to the top of the queue because I'm very biased. And this is why. He looks like he was made to be fused with Regigigas. His name is Regivire. It fits so seamlessly. I like the black and white colorway too. It really meshes well with Electivire's build. He's got pretty little bracelets on. Show me the reverse. You know, they definitely made an attempt, and the attempt is appreciated. But I think they got a little bit too custom with it, and it backfired. To the point where they didn't even credit the sprite artist for this one. They were a little ashamed, it seems like. They've got Regigigas on the shoulder, and then the arm, they have a little Joltik, which is cute. I like the concept, I just think the sprite needs a little bit of work. I don't know what he has on his chest either. Why does he have big long red nipples? What is going on here? These two Pokemon hang out on Thursdays for the 3-Finger Club. It's where they all get together and count to 3. They can't count any higher. Okay, that's pretty badass. Unfortunately, he can still only count to 3, but on the bright side, 3-Finger Thursdays are still on. What do you think these two would talk about? What would a conversation between these two Pokemon sound like? Dun 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 dun. Womp womp womp. Dun 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 dun. It's just noise. This is one of the very rare examples of trying to do too much actually pays off. It knows exactly what it is, and it knew exactly what it needed to be. I think this encapsulates every single Regi perfectly. No part feels out of place or doing too much. I hope this fusion turns into a big stone Leviathan with moss growing all around it. That would be hype as You know, it's not exactly what I was expecting, but I'm very happy with it. I love the inclusion of the wings. It's also got these, like, bumps going down its back with the red, blue, yellow. I really like them. I think this is a fresh new twist on a Gyarados form, and I welcome it with open arms. I think this is awesome, personally. I think Regidos is a great name, too. The shape is a little bit reminiscent of Mega Gyarados. Yeah, it's the perfect amount of different enough. You know what I would love to see from this? If they take Onyx body and turn the rocks into Regirock's colors. That would be an A+ for me. That's dope. The pose is cool. The sprite is well made. It's a badass design. Look at the Onyx head on the shoulder. He's wearing Onyx as armor. This is how you make a Pokemon fusion. I love it. Show me the reverse. I'm still holding out hope for Regirock body Onyx. How do you fumble that bad? We just saw one of the coolest fusions all day. And then they give us this? How do you choke that bad? Boo. Everybody throw your tomatoes. Put a tomato emoji in the comments right now. And then one guy can put a brick emoji. Whenever you throw tomatoes, at least one person's got to throw a brick. That's real hater energy. Alright, Chaos got the brick. First and foremost, I want his moss shoes to turn into shadows. Give him a red necklace, something to do with Reggie, something to do with Darkrai's blue eye. There's magic here, it's possible. I know they wanted this fusion to be cool so bad, but the hair just makes him look super old. I know canonically Regigigas is ancient. He just looks like somebody's like 85-year-old grandfather. Alright, I need to summon my Goat of Prediction energy. The colored jelly balls, sentence I didn't want to say, are going to be colored like Regigigas' eyes, and the fingers on Rianki are going to be white, possibly with gold bracelets. This was way cooler than anticipated. Even though its eyes remind me of Togepi a lot, I like it. I think that they could have went a little harder with it. I think they could have done a much better job at portraying the fact that it is a Regi, rather than just slapping gold stuff on it and a bunch of moss. It just feels like a little bit of missed potential. Yes, it's adorable. Yes, it's a good fusion, but I was hoping for more. Sometimes you guys suggest fusions, and I have no idea how you're gonna make it work. Electrode is just a ball. It's gonna have like 19 eyes and moss growing all over it, and the bottom half will be gold. This is why I'm the goat of these fusions, by the way. Watch this. Okay, not quite. I like it though. They made it work pretty well. Let's see the reverse. What the is this? The more I look at it, the more it grows on me. I like the electrical effect for his feet and coming out of his cannon. I like the Pokeballs that replace the eyes on his chest. And I kind of like the Electrode eyes. I thought they were stupid at first, but Electrode's goofy anyway. He's even got that staple grin of his. So he's as smug as ever. I actually really like this. Don't say face testicles. Do we have to censor that? This one's a long shot, but hear me out. I hope this one is Regigigas' finger sticking out of the ground with a little smiley face drawn on it to look like Diglett. I was unreasonably close. Who's to say that's still not Regigigas' finger? Or something of Regigigas. Show me the reverse. I have no idea where to begin. Among Us Mecha. Diglett tongue nipples. Drill hands! It's like a Team Rocket creation. You know what? You're right. It does look like a Team Rocket creation. I can see Jesse and James hopping in the Diglett nipple robot with the Drildo hands. Jesse and James would look natural in this thing. Here we are, weeks after the Agia/, I still don't know how to pronounce it. I still have people in my comments telling me that I'm wrong and stupid. Yes! I still don't know how to pronounce it correctly. That's awesome. Kinda looks like a Dark Souls boss. I like that the hilt decoration is like a scarf. They gave him a little helmet, and the eyes from Regigigas are now on the sword. Such a nice touch. In 10 years, these will be the robots at the supermarket that follow you around. This is what they look like at my local supermarket. So just know what you're getting yourself into. Put a name for this robot down in the comments. I want to know what you guys would call him. His real name is Marty, by the way. There's not a single thought behind those eyes. Just carnage and enslavement of the human race. I would love if they just kept Oddish's body and slapped the 2 red eyes from Regigigas' chest onto him. Imagine little Oddish, but with a Reggie eyes. That's exactly what it's gonna be. That is a pottery demon. I think Pikmin 5 leaked. Olimar, you're gonna want to see this. Show me the reverse. Oh my god. I love him. He's just a little guy. I wish I had a little plushie of him. He's adorable. Yeah, this looks like a level 1 enemy. It's very possible that by the time you see this, Parasect will have won the poll and be getting its very own episode. And holy hell, I hope it doesn't. I reiterate, I need it to not get its own episode. Babe, wake up, The Last of Us 3 just dropped. Fire is not enough to kill this thing. Are you serious? This has the same energy as a Kirby final boss. To say that my skin is crawling is an understatement. Now, don't crucify me for what I'm about to say, but does anybody else kind of think that Rayquaza looks like the Shoop de Whoop face? No? Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Am I too old for this? I am in love with this fusion. It did everything right. The yellow veins are incredible. Rayquaza's head being an arm, except it's yellow. He's wearing a weird bracelet that I want to know more about. Look at the eyes on the chest. It looks like a Ben 10 alien. And the head. It really looks like an evolution for Regigigas. Like it's a believable evolution or a new form. And I love it. The bracelet's like right here. It looks like he's wearing a whole belt on his wrist. He's like, yeah, I got your whole house on my wrist, by the way. That's his Omnitrix. This is just Ben 10. Yes, sir. Too clean with it. That's what I'm talking about. Once again, I am put in a position where I must plug my Miltank video to you. Please go check it out. It was incredibly cursed. Much like this fusion is bound to be. I'm expecting udders for fingers, or like, I was gonna say udders coming out of his chest, but those are just nipples. Today I learned what nipples are. Instead, we get cheese. Not an ounce of milk or an udder in sight. Refreshing, yet curious. This must be its Wisconsin form. Yeah, this is your average Wisconsin resident right here. Everybody from Wisconsin looks like this. What if they just give Regigigas an extra pair of arms? I would be perfectly fine with that. I couldn't even be mad. You know what? That's way cooler. I like that the entire upper body is the gold portion. Like all the pieces came together. And then they utilized the red, blue, and gray arms for Regirock, Regiice, Registeel. But can we take a moment to discuss those thighs? Good God Almighty. Crush my head between those thighs. I couldn't even stop myself from saying it out loud. That's how much I want it. I will tell you this right now. This fusion is a monster at patty cake. Let's see the reverse. Oh, I don't like it. This sprite artist sat down and said, how can we fit as much Pokemon as humanly possible into the boundary box? And then they just filled it with muscle. It looks like this fusion got a hold of some anchor arms from SpongeBob. Editor, put an anchor tattoo on his right arm. Is there anything else funny I can make Payton do? Now make me incredibly buff. Give me anchor arms. Ain't that something?
There are still a ton of cool fusions that didn't make the cut, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another video like this. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it because I upload every single Monday. Last week's video has some seriously insane fusions, so make sure to check those out if you missed them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.